Hello, listeners. Welcome back to Bingkai Suara with me, Royhan. And in today's episode, we've got yet another really special guest from Thailand with us, CUPNOODLE, who just released
Woo!
the first single of 2023, That Pretty. Yay! Hi!
Yay. Hi.
Hi! It's
Hi.
very
Hello,
nice.
guys.
Hi,
Hi.
hi.
So many highs.
All right. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm in Bangkok at the moment, and yeah, the weather's super gloomy. That's not what Bangkok is known for. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited to do my podcast of the day. Woo.
Yay! Is it hot over there or is it rainy?
Um, I think it's the rainy season at the moment because it's been raining all the time, flooding, stuff like that. The electricity went off yesterday. I was super scared,
Oh.
but now it's back. Imagine if it's out now, then this would uh not exist.
Yeah. Okay. All right. First of all, I'd like to say big congratulations on dropping your new single, That Pretty. I just listened to it literally like a few days ago without realizing that
Ooh.
I'd be the one talking to you right now. So this is so exciting and this is so this is crazy. Yeah. I
Nice.
mean, yeah, because like the song is so great and my I say
Oh.
is really, really relatable with me. And it's
Yes.
now, yeah, I think it's one of the best singles to ever come out in 2023. So
Oh my
congratulations
God.
for that.
That
Okay.
thank you so much.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it in a bit, but let's talk about you first.
Mhm.
Yeah, you have a bachelor degree in music technology in London. You're a
Yeah.
singer, play instruments. So, what made you decide to become a singer in the first place?
So singing is definitely my first love. I started singing before everything else, before writing, before production, before instruments. Yeah, I mean, I think seeing Britney Spears, like every other
Oh,
girls in the
yeah.
90s, you know. Yeah, so I started singing since I was very young, like 4. And it's just, I mean, I was a shy person actually, but and I would never like join school's competition and or anything up until 7th grade when I moved
Yeah.
school, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna break out of this shy shell. I'm gonna do it. And yeah, I don't know. I was just always singing. Music was something I listened to before I go to bed, after school, instead of doing homework. And I was lucky enough to get singing lessons, you know, at like I don't know,
Yeah.
14, 15, and then I just joined singing competition. So I think it was just an outlet for someone who was shy, you know, to just put on headphones and just, yeah, hear your own voice. Yeah, that's how I
Yeah.
started.
Yeah, that's very nice. So Britney Spears is your like
Ooh.
inspiration. Ah.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. Obviously your name isn't Cup Noodle, your name is Shasha, which is really cool. But you chose that name. You chose Cup Noodle to be
Yeah.
your stage name. Is there any fun story or reason behind how you came up with it?
Well, before Cup Noodle, I was using my own name, Sasha. I've never told the story before, but my account basically like got hacked and got deleted. So, you
Oh,
know, during COVID, I was like, you know what? I've got nothing to lose. This is like starting new. And I was living in London, and then when COVID happened, I moved back to Thailand, and I just felt more, I don't know, I think like more Asian in a way, but like I was like, you know, cup noodle is Asian, it's instant, and it's
yeah.
worldwide. Like nobody doesn't know cup noodle, and nobody does like has never had cup noodle. Maybe I don't know, but like you know, like rich or poor, young or old, and it's like I find that
Yeah.
it has a very interesting concept. It's a guilty pleasure. Sometimes you know it's not good for you, all that
Mm.
sodium and stuff, but sometimes it can be that life savior, the last thing in the cabinet, you know, that, you know, saving your
Yeah.
life.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So I think it
Cup
has that
noodles.
like polar opposite. Yeah. So I really relate to the fact that it's something that connects us all in a way. And also music can be, you know, sometimes you can like something so cheesy and like a guilty pleasure kind of thing, or something that really helps you feel better. And I feel like my music has both ends of that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool though. I mean, like, yeah, you're right. Cup noodles is like just a lifesaver all the time.
Yeah, and
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like it's just and I like the question of like more like why not? You know, like I like to like
Yeah.
push the yeah, like why not? Like what like yeah, the name doesn't define me. So it's same as genre.
Oh,
And I just feel like if I dare call myself cup noodle, there's nothing really like I'm gonna have to like be in the boundary of. And
yeah.
so yeah, so why not?
Oh, that's very great though. And yeah,
Thank you.
now why don't we just talk about that pretty because I'm so eager to talk about it. Yeah. So you describe that pretty is about self-acceptance and resilience. But
Yeah.
can you tell us into what drew you to this concept and where did you get the inspiration for the song for
Yeah.
to make this really, really relatable song to all of us?
Yeah, so I think a big part of being an artist nowadays is making content, right? Like you're gonna film yourself left and right. And yeah, throughout the process, I realized that what was taking most of my time was making content and like getting behind the camera, you know,
Oh,
whether
yeah.
it's preparing yourself like today, I did my makeup, I did my hair, you know, I have like a ring light behind here. And I said I chose a nice angle and everything. And that is like sometimes that can be so much more than just like the point of why we're doing it, which is the music, you know. And it's just like I
Yeah.
think one day I was just like annoyed at like wow, like sometimes you know I have a great take of the music, but then I look at my camera roll, I'm like, but I don't like how I look. And then I know everyone does that, and it's like it's like such an annoying thing, but you know it's just
Yeah,
like
no.
and yeah, and I feel like that little thing sometimes derailed you from the whole point of being of doing what you're doing. And I would just got fed up. And yeah, I mean it's not a song about, oh, you know, tell me I'm pretty, I don't feel I'm pretty. No, it's like it's the point is that even if you told like tell me I'm pretty or I'm ugly, it doesn't really matter. That label, those words, it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. That's not why I started singing when I was 4. You know what I mean? That's not why we're doing what we're doing. But sometimes I think we can get lost in the why we choose to be on social media, you know, suddenly like friends and family and stuff. But that's not really the point. The point for me is not to be there to get them to be updated with my life, but I want to connect
Yeah.
with my fans. And it's really then you have to be yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually very, very amazing explanation of,
Oh, thank
what's
you.
yeah, I mean, like it's very touchful. So yeah. Uh okay,
I'm
but
glad.
the question is, how would you describe that pretty in 3 words?
I would say authentic is definitely one of it, but
Okay.
effortless and peaceful. Because when I wrote it,
Oh,
yeah, because when
yeah.
I wrote it in the kitchen, and my mom was like was cooking, and you know that's why that's why she's in the
Yeah.
lyrics. But it
Yeah.
was I honestly didn't think I was gonna make this into a song, release it. I was just writing it as a way to just I was just a bit like annoyed. So you know I love that something came out of me being annoyed, and like I'm actually like pushing myself to actually say what I'm also vulnerable about, like you know what I'm
Yeah.
insecure about. And now I'm not like now like it truly doesn't matter. It's not how I come out. Like I do my best. I feel good. Blah blah blah. That's it.
Yeah.
If it's not perfect, if it's like you know, your brain can start comparing yourself to everyone else. But at the end, we're all
Yeah.
gonna die. We're all
Oh,
gonna.
yeah.
So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you mentioned just earlier, just now that you wrote that pretty in the kitchen with your mom over there. So I mean that's pretty casual, but that's very great. You're that means you're really talented. I know that. But how
Oh,
long
thank
did it
you.
take for you to finish making that pretty? And how was your experience writing it?
Writing it was quite fast. I would say
Oh,
like within the day. I was so excited. I went to my dad's like, listen to this. And then he's like, oh, cool. And then the production was honestly, I have to give all the credit to my producer, Mr. Pokpang
mm,
Titi. Yeah, he really it's always able to encapsulate my vision, put it in, make it into the song. And
yeah.
yeah, the drums are live, And we actually
Cool.
finished it before, and then a year later we went back, actually all mixed and mastered and everything. We went back and re-recorded the drums because he was like, you know what, I think the drums are a bit too hard and heavy. And so we've just for that we redid it. And I love that, that dedication that a producer will have towards the
Yeah.
song. So yeah, it's just me and him, a producer and me, and we did everything in between together with the drummer, session drummer, of course.
Oh, that's really, really cool. And the music video as well. It's just you in front of the green screen in the middle of nowhere wearing like casual clothes for sport in the morning. But what is it that you really want to say by making that music video like that?
That is actually my favorite music video that I've made,
Oh, yeah.
because it's so simple, and it
Yeah.
totally depends whether what the listener is going to make out of that. So for me, it's kind of like it's representing that that green screen is something manufactured, it's something superficial, and we're doing it right in front of the nature. I went to Karya in Thailand, and so
Yeah.
it's like saying that sometimes the value, the depth of some of the things that we see in life is just right under our nose. Yet we try to put
Mm,
up a facade. Yet we try to
yeah.
make out something that is just more on the surface level. So that was just you'll never see someone do a green screen in the forest because the nature is so beautiful. But I feel like that's what we're
Yeah.
all doing. And like me,
I
like getting ready and having rolls in my hair, that's literally what I look like how it's done when I
yeah.
make a content and set up all the things. So everything was just very very simple. I mean, it's yeah, there's no hoo ha ha about the music video of this one.
Yeah.
It shouldn't. The point of the song is to tell you what really goes on behind the scene, and this was just
Mm,
I think a bit more creative way of showing you. Hopefully that when people look at that, they see that juxtaposition between the green screen and then the
yeah.
forest and then the nature. Yeah, so that's.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, I definitely have the same thing in mind when I saw the video,
Oh,
when I watched the
nice.
video the first time. So yeah, that's so spot on. Uh, so that's really great. But I'm sure you had a blast making all of your songs, 2+2, nothing, nothing, nothing. But can you
Woo.
please just tell us, spill the beans on which song was the most fun to write, was the most fun to create since your first debut?
I would say nothing, nothing, nothing was like
Oh,
that was not, yeah, because the chorus, nothing, 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 nothing. When my
yeah.
producer heard that, he was like, "That's the chorus," and we scrapped the other line. And I was like, I felt a bit like, am I really going to sing the chorus? Go nothing, 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 nothing. Like it's just like I'm a vocalist. Kind of want to show
Yeah.
my voice and stuff like. So it's like learning how to balance out the songwriting for the people,
Yeah.
for the listener, and getting to showcase what I want to do with my voice. And
Mm,
yeah, that song just I think was a kind of good start of how I just also didn't take it so seriously while taking it seriously, but just like be a bit more effortless with it.
yeah, that's good. Yeah. And about the live performance, like live performance is where the magic of music really, really comes alive, and
Yes.
you know that. But what's your favorite part about performing live? And maybe, if you don't mind, can you share with us an unforgettable live performance moment, that you
Yeah.
have experienced?
I performing live is the adrenaline. It's
Mm,
it's that like unexplainable feeling of why I think a lot of performers do what they do. It's you're the most vulnerable there because it's live. I can sing
yeah,
off
yeah,
key
yeah.
and all that. That adrenaline is something I think people can get addicted to. And just seeing the people in front of you,
Mm,
making eye contact. Sometimes they get more shy than I do, and it's like, and it's almost like that moment when you look at them, it's like it's okay, just that
yeah,
comfort. I've learned to see it in that way,
yeah.
and a special moment, like something that has never happened. Well, I don't have some kind of like Cardi B moment where someone threw something up and
Mm.
then I threw something back down.
Hopefully not. Hopefully
Not
not.
yet.
Hopefully
Not,
not.
yes, hopefully not. Uh, Well. I mean, sometimes people say like, is this a like a musical live performance or a stand-up show? Because I do like to
Yeah,
incorporate a lot of jokes.
yeah.
It's just how I like take care of my nerves, I think. I don't have something unforgettable except for, when people can sing the words back to you. I think that's like probably
Mm.
will make me cry in an instant. That and watching
Oh,
Titanic, that scene with the
I
old
know.
people like die. Yeah, yeah. So yeah. I can't wait for that to happen more. If my mom will learn the song, she'll be there and singing the words, but hopefully someone else that's not related to me as well.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so sweet. I mean, you talk about like nothing else in the world matters except for the fans, and that's really, really cool. Yeah.
Yes.
I was wondering, is there any, like dream collaboration or artist that you'd love to work in the future? I mean, it can be from Thai artists or any other ones that you really want to work with.
Um, there's a whole load of lists. I feel like a lot of artists at my
Yeah.
position would have, but saying it out loud now would be a little bit like, oh yeah, of course you want to work with Beyonce.
Of course.
Yeah. But so at the moment, no. At the moment for the next year at least, I feel like the
Yeah.
biggest collaboration is like I want to connect with the fans. I want to hear what
Oh, that's
they
right.
think.
Yeah.
I want to like collaborate in ideas and in feedback and actually getting to know them. Actually, I like calling them like listeners, you know, um, rather than fans
Yeah.
feel a bit like, my chopsticks. I feel like I'm cup noodle. They're my chopsticks because they hold me together and they lift me up.
Yeah,
So
that's very cool.
so
I was about to ask you that, but you explained it already. So yeah,
oh
no,
yeah,
that's
my
very
my
good.
chopsticks. Yeah, because they hold me together like literally my
Yeah.
my being, and then they lift me up. So yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool though. And yeah, I mean, I just opened my Instagram and saw your story saying that you're coming to London,
Ooh.
which is only 5 hours away from where I am right now. That's so
Oh,
impressive. Yeah, I'm not in Indonesia right now. I'm in York currently. So yeah, it's like
oh,
5 to 6 hours from London. So that's really impressive.
oh!
Really.
I'm sorry, I didn't even ask where you were. I just assumed. That's super interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm from Indonesia, but I'm currently not in Indonesia. I'm in York currently. So yeah.
Ah.
So yeah, what I would like to say and would like to ask, of course, what can your fans in London expect from your live performance over there?
My first acoustic live performance as Cup Noodle outside of Thailand. So, they'll hear all the songs and also an unreleased songs as well.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah. And I used to perform a lot in London before when I was there for like almost a decade and just doing open mic nights,
Mm,
even busking. I
yeah.
sang in the underground, I sang like outside in Portobello Road. And yeah, for me, it's just I miss it. I miss it so much because though like I love performing here as well, but the language barrier to the lyrics,
Yeah, I know.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of nuances and things, and I'm just excited to see whether they get the lyrics, they get what I'm trying to say.
I know. Yeah. And yeah, I know you used to live there in London, but are there any particular places or experience that you're looking forward to in London?
The most would be well, tasting some fish and chips first a little bit.
Yeah, of course. That's a
Yeah.
must.
But don't eat oily food before you sing because that's like really
Yeah,
yeah,
not
yeah.
not recommended.
Yeah. Well, if I could, I would go busking again. Just because that's like the most natural way of connecting to the
Yeah.
listener. There's no middleman. There's nobody. It's just you and them and maybe some pocket money. So that's fun.
Please tell me how I can get in. I'd love to be there to sing along with you, to your song with everyone
Really?
else.
You can get tickets. You can
Yeah.
definitely get tickets. And when I have like more, it's in Angel. If anyone goes on
Okay.
So Far
Yeah.
Sad now, you can just get the dates and then in Angel, and they'll tell you when the or where the venue is exactly, the
So
exact
I'm
location.
waiting for the news. Yeah. So yeah, I'd love to ask, when the world listen to your songs, what kind of messages that you hope they get from your song, especially this that pretty. song.
So
Yeah.
generally, I feel like I want them to be their own idol. You know, I'm not looking for them to look up to me to like, oh, I want to be like CUPNOODLE. Like I can't be like anyone and you can't be like anyone as well. So it's just more of a you know, pave your own way. I'm paving my own way and I'm not looking to be anyone's like yeah, like an idol and role model. I don't really subscribe to that idea. I think everyone else should we can take inspiration from each other and be our own person that we look up to. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like
yeah.
it's yeah, not to look like anyone, not to think like anyone, not to do exactly like anyone. It's okay to do your own thing, to be your own person. You know, have your own thinking, and I'm sure everyone does, especially the new generation. I'm learning
Yeah.
from them, you know. So that's kind of the message. And all the songs, I'm always talking about something that, or I'm doing something in a way that I hope it inspires people to be like, well, if she dares to say that, if she dares to do that, why can't I? In a
Yeah.
whole different way, in whatever way you want. Yeah.
We all have our own stories. So yeah, just be
Yeah.
ourselves and do something that matters to us. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
That's
Yes.
actually very nice. And yeah, all I can say is that I hope you enjoy your tour and I hope we get more of you in the next few years because I'm so excited. Yeah, I think, but I'd love to talk to you more, but I think our time's up. So yeah, let me just say this.
Oh, yeah.
It's been nothing but a really, really pleasure talking to you, and I'd love
Oh,
to talk to you again some other time. I mean, yeah,
yes, you seem very sweet. Thank you so much for all the
thank
kind
you
things
so
you've
much.
said.
Yeah, and for all of you guys, the listeners of Bingkai Suara, don't forget to listen to That Pretty on any music streaming platforms because I'm sure you all won't be disappointed. Yeah. And
Ooh,
thank you so much, B. Sasha, for making your time to talk to us. And yeah, for all listeners who always wait for our upcoming exciting episodes, and the podcast will always be available on any podcast streaming platform. And once again, thank you so much, Pisasha, for sharing your incredible journey with us today. And I really, really look forward to listening to many more of your incredible music in the future. And
yes.
yeah, I can't wait to meet you in person soon, maybe in London or in
Ooh,
Thailand, or when you finally have a tour in Indonesia. So yeah,
yeah.
okay. Thank
Yay.
you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for the time and for your upcoming London tour. I'd say, Susunaka. See you on the next
Kopun
episode.
ka.